Hello, welcome back to take number 8002. Except this time I changed the microphone because I've been using a digital hot shoe microphone and now I'm using my wireless Go mic. So hopefully the audio sounds, well, better and a bit more controlled. We'll see. I really hate the lapel mic though. It just looks weird, I guess. So I've tried to film this so many times, partly because lighting has been an issue, but it's nice and bright today, as you can see, so I'm hoping I can get a better shot today. Also, is this still on? Yes, okay. I'll make sure it's still on 20. Anyways, welcome to my 2023 apartment tour. We're starting with my lovely living room, which is quite literally falling apart. Let's get some facts about my apartment real quick. My rent is $10.25, which includes heat, hot water, and parking, as well as plowing for my parking. And I had to pay for electricity on my own and internet on my own, which is fine. I pay for electricity and internet, and then my roommate pays for half the rent, and I pay for half the rent. So I pay a little bit more because I do have 2 rooms versus 1, which is what my roommate has. I only have 2 because he just never puts stuff in the kind of like what would have been a mutual second room, which is fine. I don't mind that. So pretty much everything is kind of decorated by me because I've lived here the longest. Although my roommate's been here for almost a year and a half now, so he just kind of stuck everything in his room. Nothing wrong with that. I left space open for him to put things, he just never did, so I just filled it because it looked weird being empty. So let's flip over here. Alright. So my favorite thing about this apartment, not even joking, is literally these windows. And there's a mail truck. You can't see it because it's blown out, but that's fine. I absolutely love these big old bay windows. I can sit, because I have this little table. So this is a table my grandmother gave me back in October. It is a solid oak table. I don't know how much she paid for it originally, but she had it for like 20 years, and then she decided she didn't want it anymore, so it just didn't fit her aesthetic, which is fine, because her aesthetic is $5,000 leather couches. But yeah, so now I have it, which is great because I didn't have a table. She did only give me 2 of the 4 chairs, which again is fine. As you see, there's not a lot of room. So 2 is fine. If I need more, I'll just go buy some. It's like, whatever. When I got this table, I was like, I'll sit in one of these big windows and enjoy breakfast and look outside. And, well, if I look outside, I see a parking lot for a college, so rip to me. But if you turn away, back towards the entrance over here, I have my big shoe rack, which is like 90% Vans. That is just the shoe I prefer. I got like the all weather ones. I also got some snow boots over there that I just bought. My 1 pair of Skechers, I've had these for like 7 years. They're wonderful. They're very beaten up though. I might be time to let those go because they're starting to break down finally. Got like a pair of dress shoes, which are also Skechers. Some flip-flops from Jamaica. I didn't ask them, my parents got them for me. They're size 13. I'm a size 10. I got like my one lonely pair of Calvin Kleins right there. But everything else is Vans. We love it. And then I have my big old bookcase. It is built in. I think this was a doorway originally because it's very door shaped. And if you go into my roommate's room, which is behind this wall, this is a bump out into his room. So I think this used to be a doorway and they just put a bookcase. And I do have a lot of books, a lot of unread books. Some books from Thou Who Shalt Be Named, but I've had those since I was a kid, so the damage is done. I have a lot of unread books. I think there's like maybe 12 books on here I haven't read yet, plus one in my bedroom, so rip. Also got some cooking books here. I got some like a game guide, because why not? I had some shells that I recently found. If there's my name there, I have to blur that. Like my real name. I found some shells that I've had since I was like 4 from St. Martin. So these shells have existed for almost, like in my possession, for almost 30 years. And they're still there, so I decided to put them out, display them, because why not? A little bit of DVDs I still own, which I use my PlayStation 2 to watch. And then we got some puzzles and some Nintendo stuff. box of my roommate stuff from when he had a classroom, my skates, which I haven't used in forever. And if we move over here, we got some off-centered pictures to go with my TV, which is also off-centered. And if you get real close, you see this lovely crack in my wall because I have paneling everywhere, except for my utility room. I have drywall and everything else is paneling. So it's this lovely crack and a bump out here. There's also another crack over here that's starting. You can faintly see it. And then again, there's another bump out right there from it cracking. It's kind of like the theme of this apartment is I can make it pretty, put some stuff. I missed your Kate couch, which very comfy. I have another review coming for this for a year later because people have been asking for it. So I'm like, I'll do another review of that. We'll catch up. But like I could put nice things like this. I can put this fun rug. I love this rug. I got it from a third party on Target. It was like $130. This is in a 6x9, I believe. Totally worth it. Super soft, nice pile. I love it very much. I also got a smaller one to go with it. This is a 2x3 because underneath, I just realized if I lift it up, it's going to be a problem because I have it taped down. At least it's supposed to be taped down. Yeah. Anyways, I can kind of lift it over here. Actually, no, I can show you right here. My floor is lifting up, as you can see. It's lifting up there. And then underneath my rug, literally right here, there is a dip. So the floor is falling in and lifting up. The dip was already there when I moved in. It was one of those, like, I needed a place to live because I was about to be homeless. Like, quite literally, like, I was about to, like, I wasn't on the lease for my previous apartment. I was kind of like subletting essentially. And also that place had a lot of heating problems and plumbing problems. Like the landlord's like, you can stay, but he didn't even know my name. He just knew I was living there because my old roommate, like the one I was living with, he asked me like, hey, can someone come live? And they're like, yeah, sure. Just, it was one of those situations where it's like, if they leave you, you're fucked, you know, that kind of thing. And also like the city I'm living in, they really don't care. They just want money. So it's like, whatever. But he's like, you can stay, but it's like, first off, you don't know my name. I don't know how to pay you because I didn't pay rent. Like I gave money to that roommate. He's the one who wouldn't like deliver it and everything. So I didn't know how to take care of rent and this and that. And I didn't have his number and I just didn't want to deal with it. The rent would have been cheaper, actually. Not by much. I would have been able to afford it on my own, but just like heating problems, plumbing problems, parking problems. People like to park like, so it's supposed to be one spot per apartment. There were four apartments and they, like there was one apartment downstairs that would park two of their vehicles in the lot and then they would park where I was supposed to park. So it's just, it was a mess because my roommate at that place didn't have a car, so I used his parking spot. Otherwise you're supposed to park on the street, which is fair, you know, but they always take my spot. And then when there was snow, it was not worth it. So then we moved here, thankfully, although my roommate I moved in with is long gone, thankfully, other shit show. So glad that's gone. But yeah, which is why this is all done by me, basically. Oh my God. This is, if I could show you how I'm holding my camera right now. But yeah, so this is all my stuff now, because my old roommate gone. Like this living room used to be all my ex-roommate stuff. All. I have like one unit right here of storage stuff, and then I had these two shelves. These two shelves were always mine, but these were my ex-roommates right here. I will say, so far, so the only YouTube merch I have bought, so to speak, that isn't terrible, and that makes me really happy. All right. So this is just a bunch of storage stuff. I have like things from work. I have my internet stuff. I have spare curtains because in the summer I like to put sheer curtains up. That way like lets light in, but I can still like block off view, so to speak. These are some posters from just a random shop. I have no idea who made these posters. The little labels in the back of them, I don't remember. I've had them for a couple years, but I put them up. They're just constellation things. This is incredibly from Hobby Lobby. It was like $1 because one of those like clear out sales. These two were also from Hobby Lobby. Again, they were clear out sales, so they were really, really cheap, so I'm like, whatever. But that's it. And these are mine. I took all these. These are all photography. I know they're not like amazing, but they are what they are. And then of course, the only guy that I have ever potentially seen myself with that I fucked up. So, you know, good times. But hey, I keep a picture of him. Might seem creepy to some, but I'm just like, he knows I have the picture. He knows I have it hung up. I haven't talked to him in like 2 years, but he's aware that I have this on display and he's totally fine with it. So no big deal. It's fine when you have consent. But yeah, that's my living room. I barely use this room just because, well, it's kind of falling apart, so it's not super exciting to use it. But let's move on to the kitchen so I can show you more of the chaos of this apartment and how I'm really just here because I can afford it. So, hold on. Hello, welcome to my kitchen. I am not turning the light on because then it'll be super orange in here. But this is where you enter when you come into my apartment. My front door is right here. It is a big old thick door, but there's lots of air leaks. You can see there's like huge gaps everywhere. But I got some nice old wooden molding because this house has probably been around since like the 60s or something. But one thing you don't get a lot in this where I live, other than the wall literally bubbling right here, is a closet by your door. You really don't see this much here. I don't have much going on. It is quite literally just a big old coat closet. It actually goes back a little bit because there are stairs right there. So it's the cabinet under the stairs. You're welcome. You're welcome. But I have a storage unit where I have like sunglasses and spare car stuff, reusable shopping bags, winter things like gloves, scarf, hats, and then just some more reusable bags, stuff for donation, storage bins I giving to a friend because she's moving, so she needs storage containers, and then my multitude of pleather jackets. Well, there's a real leather jacket in there, but I don't wear it because it doesn't fit super well. But other than that, I have like 5 pleather jackets. I have 4 pleather jackets, 1 real leather jacket, and then a winter jacket in the way back, a puffer one. Also have a shelf. It's there. But yeah, it's a pretty big closet. It's pretty awesome. Very cold in the winter because of the fact that it's under the stairs in the hallway. It's not insulated, so cold air comes through. It stinks. This is the kitchen. I have huge water spots everywhere because my neighbors upstairs, their apartment leaks a lot, so I got stuff there. I got a spot here. I got some over here. It's a good time. This is my ceiling boob. It is LED. It is a tungsten lighting, and I can't change it, so it gets orange in here. So I have the ISO bumped up super high, so I don't use the lights. Here is my very tiny prep area. I did buy this workbench from IKEA. I actually have a video on here of me building it and then also me reviewing it. It does its job, lots of storage space. I have the smaller version over here that are on wheels. They've both like doubled in price. This right here was $100. It's now $200. This was $150. I believe it's now $250. So this is almost doubled in price. It's wild, but I love them. They're pretty sturdy. You know, it's not like moving, which I'm shocked about. It's also on a hump. I don't know how well I can show this, but there's a hump right in the middle of my kitchen. So, you know, that's fun. My cabinets are all different colors. And also, I need to fix them because, as you can see, this is like, it should be here, but it's here. So I need to adjust these, I guess. Oh, this is all my Pyrex and my food containers for work when I go into the office once a month. So I don't keep a lot in these cabinets. It's really just like extra things. Like I have some cups that I don't really use. I have some plates and bowls I don't use. My shelves are bowing. They were bowing when I moved in. So I did not do that. But, you know, that's why I don't really use it. Stuff I typically use is all over here on my bench. I do prefer it. It works very well. I also have a lovely back door, which is my only window in this kitchen. And I put a little, I don't know, you probably won't be able to see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it. There's like a reflective coating on here because I put like a film, so that way it reflects like some rainbows. Although I hate this door because it's a back door in an alleyway. So you see there's a deadbolt there and the regular lock. There's also like an anti-carding thing on it because someone tried to card the door. But yeah, so this is really it. I would show underneath, but it's kind of a mess right now. But like this is it. There's not much going on. Most of my food's on this rack over here because there isn't a lot of storage in this kitchen, so I had to buy it. This is my roommate's rack. I bought that too, but I let him use it. I got a rack for like my microwave and my small appliances, some IKEA artwork. I mean, that's the thing. It's like it's not a lot going on in here. I truly had to add a lot in here to make it work. The one thing I'm still trying to figure out, and it's been years at this point, welcome to my life, is my drying rack over here. So I don't have a dryer. So right now my solution is 2 little fans and a dehumidifier. So pull out the water and then also blow warm air up to close. It works pretty well. My shirts usually dry within like an hour or 2. So that's like awesome. And then it also has a baseboard heater underneath. So when I have heat on it, that helps as well. So it's like a pseudo dryer in some effect. And here's my expensive trash can. It was $55 at Target. I've never had a stainless steel trash can. I had a different one, which is in the bathroom now, but it's just like, I need a foot one. I do a lot of baking and cooking typically. So I realized that having one I had to like press down with my hand to open it wasn't the brightest. So yeah, did that. That's my kitchen. Oh, my fake backsplash. I didn't even talk about that. It's so janky. So this is just peel and stick wallpaper from Target. It is supposed to be like imitate a subway tile. It is textured, so you can feel it's weird. I also tried to layer it. I thought if I layered it, it might make it more opaque. It's actually very very translucent, so rip. Also my wall's textured because it's paneling, so that didn't work well. Because if you get over here, you can see how it starts like curving down. I actually had someone come over and be like, is your tiling okay? And I'm like, do you not notice it's bubbling? Like, sir, no one's tile bubbles. But hey, it was like $30 for a roll, so you know, it protects the wall, the paneling. You can actually use a sponge and very gently wipe it down, so it does take gentle cleaning pretty well, so that's been kind of nice. Yeah, that's my kitchen. So let's oh, my roommate's room's also over here. I won't show that for privacy reasons, but that's the first bedroom. The door opens out rather than in. That's really weird. It's also unfortunately cracked because of my old roommate. She kept slamming the door into this, as you can see. There used to be paint there, but she kept slamming the door into it, and now it's yeah. So, you know, my landlord's gonna love that when I move out eventually. But on the bright side, my ex-roommate left the entire security deposit because she paid like 90% of it, but she left the whole deposit for me. So, 1, because she didn't want to fight for it because she knew she was in the wrong for what she was doing, but 2, she just didn't want to deal with my landlord. So at least that's paid for. I just won't get any money back, unfortunately. Oh, my trash can is not. Yeah, my trash can's also sitting on a hump. That's the problem with this house. This like dips and humps and cracks in the wall. Wait to see my bedroom. Good times. All right, let's go show you the bathroom real quick, which is very tiny and not that exciting. So hold on. Welcome to my super tiny bathroom. You're literally looking at half of it already. I'll try to fix the lighting in here since it's very yellowy orange, but again, it's another built-in light. Thankfully this one does have a light bulb, but the cap, like the lighting shield, I guess, that is unfortunately this weird tint, and I can't change that. Also, look how dirty my fan is. I vacuumed this. Like, the problem is I have to take down the whole fan and like scrub it. But last time I tried doing that, I almost ripped part of the fan out of the drop ceiling. So that's not a good idea. Also, more watermarks. Look at that. It's not great. Look at that. Just, I hate this place. But I do have a mirror. We like mirrors, right? We love mirrors. This came with the apartment. My landlord thought it looked nice, so she left it for me. It's like, oh, how nice of you. But yeah, this is like my apartment. This is my lovely shower. It's a decent combo. You know, it's got some shelving. My roommate and I have it slid on top with a little shelf, and then I added a handheld shower head, which is kind of nice. But everything's broken. I need to and I say I need to do this because I don't trust my maintenance guy, but I need to recaulk. It's a mess. I hate this place. Like, look at this. That should not look like that. This should not come off. Like, it's so half-assed in here. It's terrible, but this is what happens when you can't afford much. You make do. Just like my Target shower curtain that shrunk 3 inches in width and length. Although the shrinking did make it like not drag on the floor, so you know, there's some winning there, I guess, kinda. You know, I guess I got a towel rack with 2 of them with paper towels. So like, there's some nice things. I have my terrible toilet. Look at this. Like, who got hungry and ate this toilet before I moved it? I just want to know. I just want to know. Like, I bought this over the toilet rack when I moved in. It's mostly my stuff, as you can see. Like, this is mine, and then this one's mine. That's my roommate's. I bought these also shelving things with laundry bags. It's all mine. My roommate doesn't tend to keep anything in here, really. Here's my gendered butt wipes. They work very well, so I will continue to use them. I know gendered products are not great, but they work, unfortunately, and that's the problem. My ex-roommate did install some shelving onto the wall, which she left, thankfully. She could have ripped these out in a real butt, but she didn't. So I just keep towels up here and this pillow for using in the tub, which I don't ever use. But that's it. That's literally my bathroom. Like, that's it. You know, I have some under the sink storage. This is my pipe that I flex glued together because my maintenance guy said pipes don't have to be glued together. It was literally leaking under the cabinet, damaging the cabinet, so I flex glued it shut. That way it wouldn't leak anymore. Hasn't leaked in almost 4 years, so yeah, that's it. Oh, here's my old trash can that I was talking about that you could open by just doing this. Yeah, not so good when your hands covered in like eggs or something. All right, let's move on to my office, and then I got my bedroom, and then we're done. So let's head over there. Welcome to my office. I did not clean up for you, so you're gonna get the real view of this place. This is where I spend most of my week. Unfortunately, I work in here, I game in here, I stream in here, I film YouTube videos in here, I edit YouTube videos in here. Everything's done here. So this is where everything happens. This is my desk from Fully, and then my Steelcase Series 1 chair, which I bought last April. I tried to make a review video of this, but I hated everything about it, like the video itself, so I just never posted it. But I might do a review about how this has lasted after a year. It was going good until recently, where the armrest started to bubble. As you can see, it's like there's a dip there and then it bubbles. It's good otherwise. But yeah, this is the mess. I have a 4K monitor from LG, then I have a 1440p monitor from ThinkPad, Jesus Christ, from Lenovo, because I have a ThinkPad for work, like a ThinkPad laptop, so I just got a monitor that goes with it. So work monitor, personal monitor, although when I'm not working I do use this for my own usage because I paid for it. They are both on monitor arms, just so I can have things underneath. Because I have 2 laptops, I have a PC, I have all this streaming stuff here. Got my mic, and here's my old camera, my A7 III. I do use it for streaming only now, or just as a B cam if I really need it. I use some Sony headphones for my headphone streaming. When I'm on my Mac, I do use Logitech MX Master Keys, and then the mouse. And then when I'm on my PC, I do use my Razer Blade. I think that's an old Huntsman keyboard, and that's a version 3 Basilisk. And then my MacBook, yes, there are stickers, deal with it. Oh, I love this. This is my new addition right here. This is my new editing drive. It's a Thunderbolt drive. I love the hell out of it. Oh, makes rendering and everything so much easier because I don't have a lot of storage in my MacBook because I couldn't afford it at the time. So I bought some external storage. And then over here, we have my Switch sitting on top of a surge protector in a box that has all my plugs in it for my PC. I have another surge protector underneath here, so you can see lots of wires. But there's another one sitting in this little bin back here. I need to do some cable management. This is absolutely garbage, but no one sees it except for me, so we're good. Oh, here's one thing I really hate about this chair. Look how much dust. I dusted this last night, and it's already covered in dust again. Granted, that also shows you how bad like my apartment is with ventilation. Here is my streaming background. It's just a bunch of plushies and artwork. I like these the most. My friend and neighbor crocheted these for me. Got a dragon, got the poison apple. I have a big old Snorlax. Like, she didn't tell me she was doing that one. It's just like, oh, I cried when she gave it to me. I cried so hard. Like, in a good way. But I just, you know, it's just a bunch of other stuff, like, just a bunch of games, and there's more game consoles underneath. Trying to keep it simple, but still look nice at the back. And then we turn over here. And here's that shelf I built in a previous video. It's still hanging in there, hasn't fallen apart. It jiggles very badly though. I think part of it's because, again, this floor has a dip. Right here is about where the dip is. So this side goes up and this side goes up. Here's my drying rack when I need more drying space. This is supposed to be a laundry hamper, but it's full of like my lights and stands and stuff for filming. I have my photography backdrop frame right here, paper shredder. I have repurchased the pink Power Ranger helmet. This one's in a lot better shape than the one I bought when it got released, which had like 3 different pinks on it. This is all one color, one shade of pink, thankfully. The visor is still absolutely garbage. I don't know if you can see it, but it's very scratched up. It came scratched up. I think it's just poor factory decisions, essentially. So not much I can do about that, unfortunately. But yeah, that's my office. Pretty simple. Oh, one thing I want to do, once it gets warmer again, because it's winter right now, so it's like cold as hell in here, is I want to put a film on this window so that way I can get like some rainbow refracting going on in here, and privacy, because my neighbors, like, this is an alleyway, but it's also my neighbor's like walking right there. She just gave me, you can't see, but she just stared at me. But yeah, like, this is the back of my apartment, because there's 5 apartments here and we all share this little back lot in there. I'm going to keep it overexposed because I do not wish to show you. It's actually terrible because like the deck and porch is falling apart. Like, it's a safety hazard. But yeah, this is it. This is where I live most of my week. As you can see, it's not that exciting. It's really not. Okay, let's head into my bedroom over there and, well, yeah, we'll head into my bedroom, so hold on. All right, the final room. There's not much to show in here. It's just, this is my bedroom. This is it. Here is my big old mirror. I love this thing. I bought it from Target during the start of the pandemic because I'm just like, I want a mirror. So I bought a big old mirror. It does have a stand in the back so you can like put things on the rungs and whatnot, but I decided in a previous video to just push it against the wall to save floor space. My apartment isn't very, well, my apartment is pretty big for what it is, but the rooms are not very tiny. Both bedrooms are this size. So I have the same amount of space as my roommate in terms of bedroom. I made my bed for you. I don't normally do this, but it's made. But yeah, I have another big mirror. This is from Walmart. I bought it Black Friday 2020. That's right, Black Friday during a pandemic. That's where I got this mirror from. Good times. Yeah, what was I gonna say? I guess when you walk in, I got like hats, I got my over-the-door hooks, another nightstand from Target. My bed frame and my dresser are both solid oak. They are from a furniture store, but I regret buying them. They're so big, they're so bulky, they were very expensive. They were $800 a piece. They fit in this room, but honestly, I lose so much space because of how big they are. Like, I can't open my door all the way. Like I can't. And I have no place else to put my dresser, because if you look, there's no space in here. It sucks. My bed's just too big. That's the problem. Because I have like this big old footboard that jets out, and you can see it's like gotten damaged over time just from existing. And then the headboard's super big, like it's this big old post. Like literally you could chop off so much of this and I would gain honestly so much space back. But you know what? These are my first big boy purchases, like adult purchases. I got a credit card, like a real credit card, didn't have like a $500 limit. And I bought furniture instead of going on a trip to California. I was gonna go to San Francisco, and instead I bought these big pieces of furniture, which were too big when I lived with my parents. They were just fine when I lived in my previous apartment because I had this huge room, which I miss. It was like, honestly, it was this room plus my room. You put those rooms together, pretty much that's how big my old room was. I loved that thing. So had I stayed in that old apartment and just dealt with the heating problems and the plumbing problems, I would have this huge fucking bedroom. And I would have had still a separate room to like film in and this and that. Like I could have done it, and I wish I would have in retrospect now, but you know, it is what it is. Here's my closet. I just keep the over-door hanger out because my closet's very tiny. It's not very deep. I do have a light in it, thankfully. But yeah, this is my closet. As you can see, the clothes stick out because it's not very deep, so I can't put the hangers all the way back. I do have these pant hangers which do fit perfectly because they're half a hanger. So I have stuff hung up. I have a cube organizer in here, and then I have more back here. They're hidden. I'm not gonna move everything out of the way, but I have more in the back just for things I don't use, so it's just pure storage. It's like all my sewing stuff. And up here, I have all my bags that I haven't used in forever. My OnePlus bag, which came with a dust cover. I have a random duffel bag, my Fossil Messenger bag, my 2 Coach bags, yoga mat, and then my sewing machine back there. So, you know, it does the job. It exists. I don't wear most of these clothes because I don't go to an office anymore. I do want to start wearing them on stream though, just to look pretty and shit. Yeah, and this cube organizer is 75% hoodies and sweatshirts. And I regret nothing about that because they're comfy. So yeah, oh, my door also doesn't shut because as you can see, here's the catch, and then the little piton is just like not there. I don't know why. So yeah, good times. Oh, so I thought it would look really cute to display my colognes over here. You can see there's an issue with this. So here is another giant crack. I lovingly call this one Mr. Crack. It was not here when I moved in. It's just unfortunately my neighbors pound on the floor, and all the pounding has eventually caused it to do that. Over here is Mrs. Crack. She's a lot bigger. And then we have Baby Crack, which is over here.
Crack the lock on Regina's whole dirty history.
Say crack again.
Crack.
and also more photos that I took myself. But yeah, and I have yet another alleyway, which you can see some of. I'm not gonna make it visible because it doesn't look great. There's actually a fire escape, which is good, but they had to repair the whole thing. So for like 2 weeks, I heard lots of pounding and drilling and sawing, and oh my God, it was miserable to listen to. Yeah, this is my bedroom. It's dark, but it gets the job done, I guess. What I wish though, is that they had another one of these giant windows over here, because it would make it so bright in here, honestly, and it looks so much better. This is really it, you know? It does the job. I got some pretty colognes. I got my Chanel, my Prada, my Versace, some Express Calvin Klein, a random one. This is a Fire and Tonic. I think that's the scent, not the company, but it's there. I have another picture of the boy from the living room. Yeah, I have a lot of pictures from that date. That was like our only real date we had, and yeah, it was a good day for us, and that's kind of where it ended, unfortunately. Yeah, so that's my apartment. That's it. I guess I'll end it here because there's not really much else to talk about. I do hope to move in the next year or two. It's just I don't have the money, unfortunately, to live by myself right now, and I don't have the money to live where I would like to live, so we'll see. You know, I got streaming on Twitch, I got YouTube, I got my regular job. You know, I wish I could make money off the internet. It's just not gonna happen. And of course, if you really make videos just to make money, well, unless it's your actual job, you're probably not gonna do super hot. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave it here, and hopefully, I actually want to edit this one because the last 7 I didn't want to edit. This is number 8. The last 7, like, I watched like 3 minutes. I'm like, I don't even want to watch this. So no one else is going to watch it. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.